can't be killed.
The announcement of Predator. Badlands has sparked an intense wave of anticipation among fans of the long-running sci-fi action franchise. Ever since the original Predator film debuted in 1987 and introduced audiences to the fearsome extraterrestrial Hunter. The concept has evolved through various sequels, spin-offs, and crossovers, each adding its own layer of mythology and thrills. With Predator, Badlands, the creative team appears to be pushing the boundaries once again, diving deeper into the primal roots of survival horror while embracing a raw, atmospheric tone that pays homage to the original. This new installment promises not just a fresh setting, but also a deeper exploration of the Predator's lore and the brutal simplicity of its hunt. One of the most exciting aspects of Predator, Badlands, is its departure from the usual jungle or urban environments we've seen in prior films. As the title suggests, the story is expected to unfold in a barren, hostile desert region that evokes both desolation and vulnerability. The Badlands setting brings with it a unique dynamic, where both natural and supernatural dangers collide. Imagine sun-scorched plains, treacherous canyons, and wind-blasted outposts, a place where survival is already difficult before an alien hunter enters the picture. This environment strips characters of cover and comfort, forcing them to confront the threat head-on with minimal resources. It also provides the perfect stage for suspenseful chase sequences, guerrilla-style battles, and tense standoffs. What makes this new chapter even more promising is the emphasis on character depth and psychological tension. Unlike some of the more bombastic entries in the franchise, Badlands seems geared toward a more grounded, gritty tone. There's talk of the film focusing on a small group of isolated individuals, possibly a remote scientific team or a band of outlaws, whose presence in the Badlands brings them into the path of the Predator. These characters are expected to be richly drawn, with layered backstories, personal demons, and conflicting agendas that add to the human drama even before the alien threat reveals itself. This narrative approach suggests a blend of suspense and action that could resonate with both longtime fans and newcomers alike. Visually, Predator. Badlands is shaping up to be a striking entry in the franchise. Early concept art and behind-the-scenes photos hint at a palette dominated by dusty earth tones, sharp contrasts between sunlight and shadow, and a kind of post-apocalyptic grittiness that feels both cinematic and tactile. The desert landscape is expected to play a major role in the cinematography, with wide tracking shots capturing the sheer scale of isolation and claustrophobic close-ups emphasizing the character's vulnerability. The Predator itself is rumored to be redesigned slightly, not a complete overhaul, but rather a visual update that reflects its adaptation to the harsh new terrain. This includes tweaks to its armor, weapons, and possibly even its camouflage capabilities designed specifically for the Badlands environment. The film's tone appears to balance homage and innovation. While it draws clear inspiration from the atmosphere and pacing of the 1987 original, it's not content to simply repeat the same formula. Instead, Predator. Badlands is embracing a more nuanced storytelling approach, where the horror isn't just in the creature's physical dominance, but also in the psychological warfare it wages. There are whispers of the Predator using tactics that include manipulating the environment, sowing paranoia among the group, and exploiting their weaknesses. This cerebral angle is expected to elevate the threat from pure physical danger to something far more terrifying, a relentless force that adapts, learns, and plays with its prey before the final strike. In terms of the timeline, Badlands is believed to take place in a unique part of the Predator continuity. While not necessarily a direct sequel or prequel to any existing film, it's reportedly designed to fit within the broader canon. This standalone approach allows it to tell a self-contained story while still nodding to key elements of the Predator mythology. There may be references to past encounters, artifacts from previous hunts, or subtle callbacks for eagle-eyed fans, but the narrative is being positioned to welcome new audiences without requiring deep franchise knowledge. This balance of accessibility and continuity could make Badlands a pivotal moment for the franchise's future direction. Casting choices for Predator. Badlands also reflect the film's grounded, character-driven intentions. Instead of focusing on massive star power or over-the-top action heroes, The film is said to be leaning toward actors known for their intensity, nuance, and emotional range. This decision suggests a commitment to crafting believable, flawed characters, whose reactions to the predator threat feel authentic. Early rumors point to a diverse ensemble cast, possibly including a mix of hardened survivors, morally ambiguous figures, and one or two characters with unexpected connections to the predator's long history of hunting. This dynamic could lead to fascinating interpersonal conflicts and alliances as the group grapples with survival and trust. There's also a growing sense that Badlands will explore more of the predator's culture and purpose. Previous films have touched on the idea that the predator species engages in ritualistic hunting as a rite of passage or sport, but Badlands may delve deeper into what drives this specific predator. There's speculation that this could be a rogue predator, one operating outside the usual codes, or perhaps an elite hunter on a mission of personal significance. This added layer could provide a more intimate look at the predator's motivations, creating a parallel narrative where both hunter and prey are navigating personal stakes in the same desolate landscape. Action choreography and special effects are expected to be a highlight in Badlands. Rather than relying heavily on CGI, the film is reportedly using a blend of practical effects, stunt work, and minimal digital enhancement to create a visceral, tactile experience. The predator's physical presence will be felt in every scene, with detailed creature design, lifelike movement, and brutal efficiency. Fight sequences are rumored to be raw and unpolished, emphasizing the desperation of humans against an overwhelming foe. There may also be clever uses of the environment in combat, traps, ambushes, and terrain-based strategies that showcase both the character's ingenuity and the predator's adaptability. The film's score and sound design will likely play a major role in shaping its mood. Drawing inspiration from the haunting, percussive tones of the original Predator score, the new film is expected to use music sparingly but effectively, emphasizing silence, ambient tension, and sudden bursts of auditory shock to elevate suspense. The Predator's iconic clicks and growls may be reinterpreted or expanded upon, creating a sonic identity that's familiar yet freshly terrifying. In a movie where the line between hunter and hunted constantly shifts, the audio design will likely be crucial in keeping the audience on edge.